Hello, you guys. My little cartoon video, I've just been messing around. The intros were all messed up. I hope you guys are having a good night. Thank you for being here with me. Let me see. Hey, LFT. Hey, Lynn. Oh, thank you, Punksy. Thank you so much. I hope you guys can hear me okay. Let's see. Hey, Nady. Cool Gamer. Muffin Top. Good to see you guys. Hey, Ava. Hey, Jay Butter. Cherise, Emily, Luana. So you guys, I went on a field trip today with Bentley's class, and my mom actually went with us. And while she was driving, I was watching, the trial coverage and some of the things from this case. I don't know if you guys have heard of the case. It's the case of Reagan Hancock, but Taylor Parker is, the one who's sentenced to death recently. So this case is so very similar to the Ashley Bush case. It's very gruesome. So trigger warning, but I wanted to tell you guys about it and have the conversation. I actually covered this. Hey Britt, hey Vicky. I actually covered this back on my TikTok, like right when it happened. Um, I think that has music with it, or I would have grabbed it. Hey, Tess. So, anyways, you guys buckle up. Trigger warning. This is very graphic. It's not a case that you're seeing all over, but it's something that I want to talk about. Yeah, that's kind of. I'm trying to talk about the things that I feel kind of called to talk about, or pulled to, or whatever, that kind of thing. So, let me see. I have a few articles that I want to show you guys. This is insane. So, Taylor Parker pretended that she was pregnant. Okay, she wanted to keep a man. She went to the extent of having maternity photos made. I gotta show you guys this. She had these photos done and had them on Facebook. With this is a fake belly. She ordered a fake stomach. She ordered fake ultrasounds. I mean, she went to. You can. They actually talked about it in court, like the extreme lengths that she went. Yes, it is criminality. That's what I said at the beginning. And again, you guys, hey Teresa, trigger warning. This is very graphic, and yeah, but it's real life. So here's one of the photos. I remember when I saw this back then, and even now, I have the same. Like, are you serious? Like it's unbelievable. Oh, thank you, crazy mama, and I love you. I love you guys all so much. This is really crazy though, so buckle up. About to get crazy, crazy mama. I was trying to have like this video as like a loop when I came in, like, because it looks like you're about to walk in a room. So I thought that was kind of cool, but I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. The first one I want to show you guys is this article because it kind of runs through everything top to bottom. The other two were really good too. So I sent those over as well. Let me see. I'm going to have to probably stop sharing and switch over. Yeah. So, what are you guys getting into this weekend? No school tomorrow. A lot of stuff will be closed, but I usually use this certain phone for a hotspot, and Bentley actually broke it today. So let's hope and pray that the internet works okay. Why does this keep happening? 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my God, I don't know. It's awful. Hey Woofy. Hey Amanda. Okay, so here we go. This happened in 2020. However, she was recently just sentenced. She actually was put to death. This happened in Texas, and they don't play around. So we're going to read through this trigger warning again. Texas woman allegedly stabbed mom to be 100 times, then tried to steal baby from the womb. Don't want to watch a video. This week, a 29-year-old Texas woman is being tried in court for allegedly killing her pregnant friend and then removing the child from the victim's womb and trying to pass the child off as her. Reagan, the girl who was pregnant and her life was taken, she actually was a photographer, and she did maternity shoots. If I'm not mistaken, she is the one who did the shoot of that photo we just looked at. If I'm wrong and you guys know different, correct me, but I'm almost certain. This week, a 29-year-old Texas woman is tried in court for allegedly killing her pregnant friend, removing the child from the victim's womb, and trying to pass it off as her own. People confirms that opening arguments were offered on Monday. This article was a few weeks ago, so she's been sentenced to death now. But this just had a lot of information. So Taylor Parker was arrested in Oklahoma. Oh, it was Oklahoma. I thought it was Texas. She's from Texas. Let's see. Yes, because it was in okay, that's right. She's from Texas. Well, they have the death penalty too. It went across state lines. That's right. Okay, let's just read it because it's been a while. I got to refresh that. Parker was arrested in Oklahoma in 2020 and pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder and kidnapping after Reagan Simmons Hancock, 21, was found dead in her New Boston home around 10:20 a.m. on October 9th, 2020, after police received a 911 call. Simmons Hancock. Reagan was approximately 7.5 months pregnant when the child was taken from her womb. Parker was speeding and pulled over by a Texas state trooper in DeKalb after the alleged attack. Right, so let's see. She allegedly told the officer she had given birth by the side of the road and that the baby was not breathing. Parker and the baby were both rushed by ambulance to McCurtain Memorial Hospital in Idabel, Oklahoma. Hospital staff were suspicious of Parker when she refused to be checked out by doctors. Died at the hospital. So this is Taylor on the left, and this is Reagan on the right. Reagan was 21 years old. Taylor was 29 years old. They said that Taylor was like a handful in jail. That was one of the things I saw today on a video that they were bringing up in court. Like, she's been giving them a lot of trouble. Hey, Jen, Incognito Gypsy. Hey, Search and Canine Rescue Mom. Okay. Authorities revealed in court Simmons Hancock was stabbed and cut more than 100 times and had her skull crushed with a hammer before a scalpel was used to remove her unborn baby. By the way, in court, they showed that Taylor was actually watching videos. They had a clear record of everything, from the point that she was ordering the fake stomach online and the fake ultrasound to the points where she was watching videos, learning how to do a C-section, all the way through. They, absolutely unreal. More than 100 times, and her skull was crushed. They said her neck had she was cut all around her neck. They thought she could have possibly been strangled as well, but the wounds were so bad that they really couldn't tell to be certain. Okay, so Parker was also charged with non-capital murder in connection with the death of the baby. The assistant DA told jurors Parker is an actress of the highest order who lied about being pregnant for nearly 10 months to keep her boyfriend around. Crisp said Parker disguised herself to appear pregnant, faked ultrasounds, had a gender reveal party, and even posted about her fake pregnancy on social media. Hey, Steph. Hey, Anyanka. I know it is. Britt. Heidi had already given birth. Her daughter is alive and well. Yeah. She had already given birth. But the crazy thing is, her best friend who took her baby was there when she gave birth. But yeah, very similar. And then the case that's unfolding right now, Ashley Bush, Jamie, and Amber Waterman. It's almost identical. They both put the placenta in the pants. The babies were both, not full term completely. Absolutely unreal. The lies and fraud go on and on. The layers of fraud are staggering. You are going to have to understand the fraud to understand what happened on October 9th. This started months and months ahead of time until it passed the point of no return and ended up in homicide. After the attack, Parker left Reagan's 3-year-old daughter alone with her dying mom. So Reagan's mom found her, and her 3-year-old was with her. Reagan already had a 3-year-old. That's horrific in itself right there. I mean, how could you be so fucking cruel? I can't imagine what that will do to her. Okay. So listen to this. Crystal Taylor, her scheme even included a bomb threat to the hospital, so that she told people that she was supposed to be induced on a certain day, and on that day, she called the hospital and called in a bomb threat. I've been desperate to have a child and just don't get it still. Ava, I was blessed to have, and I'm so sorry to hear that, but I was blessed to have two boys, right? But after I had Bentley, and when I had him at 32 weeks. I had a variant of preeclampsia called HELP syndrome, which affects your platelets, your liver, your just your blood, all kinds of stuff. I had to have a blood transfusion. It can make your placenta rupture, your organs shut down. Anyways, if I was to have any more kids, it's like a 70% chance I would have that again. And many women, they don't survive that. Many babies don't survive it. So, I can't have any more kids. And I can't imagine just the way I have this like empty feeling inside. I can't imagine. And I feel so much for the people who can't, you know. I don't think she did this for a kid though. And I saw that in an article I read today. Oh, here it is. Look, actually, Taylor Parker didn't want any more children. She killed Reagan and ripped her baby out to keep her boyfriend. After the killing, Crisp said that Parker stuffed Reagan's placenta down her pants to make it look like she had given birth on the side of the road. One of her lawyers, Jeff Harrelson, urged the jury to consider all the facts presented during the trial. This is what he said. It's a complicated case, factually and emotionally. The law is the lens and filter you must view these facts through. Not black and white, but a shade of gray. Okay, buddy. Really? A shade of gray? I mean, it's pretty much black and white in this one. And you know what? Any of you guys who don't have kids, um, oh, you did, Mel? You had HELP syndrome? Any of you guys who don't have kids, the foster care system they are, I mean, there are kids sleeping in CPS offices. They are completely full. Tennessee has like 4,000 kids in the system. You can make such a difference in this world, you know. I know, Nikki, it really, really is. Um, thank you guys for being here. I so appreciate it, especially it's not something that is like trending. It is current though. This is just happening. Trial should last a month. She faces the death penalty if convicted. So let me show you guys some other stuff. Hold on just a second. Shocking details. Let's check out this one. I don't remember which was which. So, shocking details emerge at murder trial about death of a pregnant Texas woman whose unborn baby was cut from her womb. That is Taylor now at trial. She has put on quite a lot of weight, which jail does that to people. It just does. And I don't know how. It's like, I guess they just stuff them with a lot of carbs. Like, I don't know. Because the food is not good. You guys know, I told you, I went to jail for like 2 hours. I got in trouble when I was younger for stealing beer a couple of times and just being stupid when I was drinking and using and I didn't have to stay the night. They tried to give me like their lunch when they had it and I tried it and it was so bland. And thank God, like thank God, just thank God. I will never and I will never step foot in a place like that again. But I don't know how people gain weight in there when the food is so bad. But they do. It's terrifying what a woman will do to keep a man and vice versa. Oh no. Hey, Annie. Oh my gosh, am I robotic? Is the thing commissary junk food? That's true, I guess. Which I don't know what exactly. I know they have ramen noodles, which are definitely, they'll put the weight on you if you're eating those a lot. And like making those bricks or whatever. I used to watch this girl. She's really awesome. What's her name? She's friends with Christina Randall, but her name is Jessica. I can't think of her name. But she does like videos like where she shows when she's in recovery and she's doing fantastic now. But she spent time in jail and she talks candidly about that. And she shows like the food that they made and all that stuff. Very cool. I wondered if it's lack of drugs, criminality. That's a good point. And I'll tell you that happens a lot too. When people sober up, they do gain weight, get healthy again. Jessica Kent, yes, she's great. As a foster mom of two very young babies, the system is overwhelmed. That's so awesome, search and rescue. I'm glad that you do that. Okay. Disturbing new testimony has emerged in the case of the 29-year-old who cut the baby out of her womb. The baby's name was Braxlyn Sage, which is really sweet. I love that name. According to a report from KTAL, no, it keeps kicking me out. I'm trying to pause this like video, but it will not stop kicking me out when I try. Okay. According to a report that the news got, a crime scene reconstruction expert testified that the evidence showed Parker and Hancock struggled, with Parker allegedly stabbing her in as many as 5 different areas while the victim's 3-year-old daughter was in the home. I mean, oh my God, I just hope that she doesn't remember this. I'd like to hear from him too, Ava. But his mom testified in court. I can find that video after we get through this, or I'll just tell you quickly what I remember. I know that she said like there were red flags, and either she knew that she didn't think she was really pregnant, or we'll have to go look for me to be certain. But yeah, she testified. This was not a quick death, was it? The DA asked the crime scene investigator, who had just described the significance of a series of photographs from the home. No, it was not, he said. Photographs of the scene reportedly showed blood spatter on the wall near the victim's body. Injuries on her body included numerous stab wounds and deep incisions caused by a sharp-edged weapon consistent with a scalpel. She was cut open from hip to hip, and her uterus was pulled out and cut. Her hands showed extensive defensive wounds, including bruises, scrapes, stab wounds, and cuts on her fingers and palms. One finger was dislocated, and the tip of another was nearly cut off. She fought for her life. She had her 3-year-old baby. Imagine, because I know if somebody runs up on me with me and Bentley, I'm about to go. I mean, I will fight till the death over that baby. You know you would, without even thinking about it. His mom tried to tell him Taylor wasn't pregnant. Hey, Muffy, good to see you. I know, Parker. And thank you for being here. And hey, Sarah. Okay. Dallas County Medical Examiner Dr. Melinda Flores, who performed the autopsy, reportedly provided a gruesome account of Hancock's injuries, which included well over 100 stab wounds, at least 39 of which were on her head. She reportedly had her skull fractured in 5 different places and was likely struck multiple times with a blunt and claw end of a hammer. A large filled jar with pink and blue sand from her wedding is also thought to have been used as a weapon. And do you know her mother is who had to find her? It is absolutely brutal. But you know what? It's true. This is real, and this is like you because I don't know. It's so gruesome and stuff, and I know it can be triggering, but it's like I think that we should talk about it. And I mean, we're all kind of. I do it too. I'll talk about the same stuff, and that and this is something I haven't really seen anybody talking about. And I mean, can you imagine, like, Reagan's family? Everything's done now. She's been sentenced to death, but then what? Just I don't know. I don't know. I was always showing my hubby my prego belly. I know, but I remember with Heidi Broussard, like she was no longer sleeping with that guy that she lived with. Like, so I wonder if it wasn't a case like that. Hey, Lips, it is, Nikki. You're right. I wonder if it wasn't something like that. Like they were no longer sleeping together. Things were like that bad. You know what I mean? Prosecutors further introduced evidence that they say shows that Parker likely performed a trial run of the murder the day before the killing. Listen to this, by the way. Pause. I got to tell y'all something I learned about this today. She was showing up to OBGYN offices watching for pregnant women. You guys watch out. When you're pregnant, you are at a greater risk of being harmed. She was showing up at OBGYN offices watching for pregnant women. As they get in their car, she's taking their license plate and looking them up, trying to find her next, like who she was going to choose. I'm so sorry, Tess. And yes, I totally do agree. Hey, Jen Lou. Ooh, Lips. I got to go check it out. She did a trial run the day before. Let's see. The detective told the jury that her cell phone data shows a pattern of life indicative of planning to kill Hancock. That detective reportedly testified that call logs and geolocation analysis showed Parker was searching and then physically visiting a number, here we go, of OBGYN clinics and maternity stores, and also bought a fake baby belly that was consistent with continuing a fake pregnancy. She also reportedly went to the same locations at approximately the same times the day before and the day of the murder. Additionally, in the hours before Reagan Hancock's death, Parker allegedly watched YouTube videos about C-section and births at 35 weeks. According to the probable cause affidavit reviewed by Law and Crime, the investigation unfolded after Hancock's mother went to her daughter's home on October 9th and found her daughter dead. The mother called 911 at 10:18 a.m. The local police called the Texas Rangers to assist with the investigation a few minutes after noon. Officers entered the home and found a white female on the ground in the living room of the house, face down, with a large abundance of what appeared to be blood throughout the house. Holy smokes, you guys. It was Elizabeth. Sorry. The document, I'm outside and it's dark and it scared me. A large amount of what appeared to be blood was located on the floor, furniture, walls, appliances, and other items in the home. Officers learned Hancock was approximately 34 weeks pregnant and requested EMS personnel to come to the scene and check on the status of the baby. The body camera footage from police shows LifeNet EMS turn her body over, which revealed a very large cut across the abdomen area. EMS personnel determined she no longer had a baby in her stomach area. Can you imagine her mother at that point? Authorities say that investigators had inadvertently encountered the baby and the suspected killer less than an hour before the 911 call came in. A Texas state trooper pulled a vehicle over in DeKalb, Texas at about 9:37 a.m. on the date of the killing. Taylor Parker was the driver and was holding a newborn infant in her lap. The umbilical cord was connected to the infant, which appeared to be coming out of the female's pants as if she had given birth to the child. Parker was performing CPR on the infant, and LifeNet EMS came to the scene and transported her and the baby to a hospital in Oklahoma. Checking on you guys. This is absolutely horrible. Oh my God. The local police chief eventually learned from staff at the McCurtain Memorial Hospital that Parker had not given birth to the infant. Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation became involved on account of her transport to a hospital in that state. According to court documents, she admitted what she had done. During the interview of Taylor Parker, she told a cop she was in a physical altercation with Reagan and abducted the unborn child. She admitted to leaving the residence of the assault after the abduction of the child. The affidavit further alleged that Parker staged an elaborate series of lies to convince others she was about to give birth. According to the document, Parker's boyfriend, Wade Griffith, told the authorities that Parker told him and others she was pregnant. Wade Griffin explained to me Parker was supposed to go to the hospital in Idabel and pre-register for labor to be induced on October 9th. Griffin said he was scheduled to meet Parker at the hospital about lunchtime for the birth of their child. Griffin even said they had a gender reveal party and celebration. So they were supposed to meet at lunch. She had to hurry up and do this that morning. I mean, I cannot believe this. I interviewed Parker and she told me she was not pregnant and admitted to being in a physical assault with Reagan. Parker also allegedly admitted that the scalpel she used to carry out the killings was still at the scene. An autopsy in Dallas revealed that a small scalpel was lodged in the neck of Reagan and was not visible at the crime scene. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty, and they got it, baby. They got it. So let me exit out of that. Actually, let me show you guys. We're going to go to Google for a minute, and I want to flip through some of their pictures if I can pull them up that way. Because I want you guys to see. They both did a lot of Facebooking. And I didn't look today at their Facebook, but I did back then, and I remember they had a lot of stuff. And I'm sorry, you guys. I know this can be triggering. Thank you. Thank you for being here. If it is like too triggering or something like that, maybe just join us on the next one. But it is true crime, so I want to be truthful with you guys, and I don't want to censor. I just don't want to do that. Me and Bentley went to the biggest bird park today in the United States. We saw so many birds. Flamingos. I got a few flamingo feathers actually. Jinlu, I had one emergency C-section and one regular childbirth. But at the emergency C-section, I was put to sleep and I didn't get an epidural. So I know my blood was low. There was a reason why they did it that way, but I can't remember. But I woke up in some pain, y'all. I'm telling you. Oh my gosh. I just realized I was holding my breath throughout that article. That's horrific stuff. Oh my gosh, Steph, I know it is. Cute and fun day. Cute photo. Thank you, Mark. That's an old one right there. Okay. Let's just start like this, I guess, and flip through. So this is Taylor, and this is Reagan here. And maybe I'll search maternity photos in a moment. Absolutely unreal, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Barbara, Teresa, I can't believe it. How is it still? you know, hopefully one day she'll get in there. You did it all natural lips. With Trenton, I did it regular, like, vaginal, but I got a epidural and it punctured my spine, so I had to have a blood patch that like covers the little hole that like it goes all the way through, and your spinal fluid leaks. It actually gives you a horrible headache. The crime scene is. Have you seen it, Teresa? Very gory. Oh my gosh, I would like to see it. I know that's weird, but I want to see. I like to see that. So I just have the full idea. So look, there's the guy that Taylor Griffin, whatever. Wade, what's his name? Wade Griffin. Um, Widower Homer Hancock files wrongful death suit against Taylor Parker. So her husband filed a lawsuit against Taylor. I mean, she's a beautiful girl. Look at her. They're both beautiful. You know? It's awful. And look here. How sweet is that? She was a maternity photographer. Let's do maternity photos. Here's Taylor. Um, oh my God. Right here. Oh, it won't zoom. That's her fake belly. Jesus. Here it is again. The one I showed you guys in the beginning. All right, let me know. T, girl. Oh, there is Reagan. Now, it is so similar to the Ashley Bush and Jamie Waterman. I wonder if the death penalty is a thing in, where was it, Arkansas? So here's Taylor during trial. Actually, what I'm going to do is, since I'm kind of done going through those articles, I'm going to pull up a couple YouTube videos I watched today about the trial. I'll pull up the one about her boyfriend's mom first. Let's see if I can get it. Taylor. Oh man, my headphones are messed up, so I'm gonna have to mute. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. I can't get over how many people are even in here for this because I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if I should do like you want to make videos that people want to watch. You know what I mean? Like it's not. You got to balance. Like you also want to bring awareness to cases that aren't getting attention, and also sometimes the ones that are you're following too. So I don't know. It's all balance, you know.
This is the boss that became a sensation, all because this team asked what gamers wanted.
Good evening and thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Dan Jovic. Jackie's on assignment this evening. An unexpected pause taking place today in the trial of a Texarkana woman accused of killing a mother and cutting her unborn child from her womb. It is our top story tonight. NBC6's Donald Britton joins us now live explaining why the trial was temporarily put on hold. Donald.
Good evening, Dan. It happened while the mother of Taylor Parker's boyfriend was on the stand. Connie Griffin testified that she tried to talk to her son, Wade Griffin, about the possibility that his girlfriend might not be pregnant, but he didn't want to listen.
Had to pause for fair use. Anyway, yeah, how are you sleeping with a woman and don't know her belly is fake? They had to be not sleeping together unless, like, she always kept a shirt on. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
The jury also heard from a former friend and coworker who also tried to tell him things weren't adding up, but Parker had answers for everything. An employee at the OB clinic where Parker used to be a patient also took the stand. She said Parker came in after she had announced her pregnancy looking for a copy of her medical records. Parker told her she had a mass in her abdomen that had a heartbeat and that her doctor wanted to do a biopsy to determine whether it was viable. The clinic employee knew that was impossible but didn't want to say anything. Parker knew no one at the clinic would be able to out her because of patient privacy laws. Instead, the clinic warned the hospital. She did say she and others at the clinic thought it was more likely to end the way she had seen other fake pregnancies end, with a fake miscarriage. None of them expected this to end with a murder and a stolen baby.
Oh my God. It's just unbelievable. Let's see. Let me get back. Family prosecutor react to Parker death sentence. The prosecutor seemed really happy. Let's watch this though. Like the one that I saw, she was like, yes, this is what she gets. And it is. You didn't just take the life of a 21-year-old mother in front of her 3-year-old baby. You took her baby too. And imagine her mama walking in on that. Can you imagine? I was with my mom today watching all of this, like I said, on that field trip, and I just was thinking about that. Like, God, like how devastating. You ripped her heart and soul out of her. Just freaking sad, you guys.
Okay, this is going to sound a little nuts, but the fastest and easiest way to make passive online income on Amazon.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jackie Jovic.
And I'm Dan Jovic. Taylor Parker is on death row tonight, hours after a Bowie County jury sentenced her to die for the murder of a New Boston mother and her unborn baby.
NBC.
I'm curious, you guys, how do you guys feel about the death penalty?
6's Donald Britton as the reaction from the courtroom in tonight's top story.
A heavy burden feels lifted. I feel like now we can start trying to heal. We don't have this over our heads. We know where she's going to be, we know where she's at, and she's taken care of.
Relief after
You look at her and you got to remember, was this on live stream? What do you mean, Barbara? I don't think they streamed the court. Like I was looking today and I was like, it kept seeming like the video was going to be them streaming the court, but really it was just the court reporter talking about like what had happened that day. Poll, I don't know how to do a poll. How about this? I could do it from the YouTube end, I know, but not from StreamYard because I'm using StreamYard. Either way, it costs too much money, death or life sentence. That's true. I'm all for it. I'm for it. How about put a 1 if you're for it and a 2 if you're not? And I'm going to keep playing this.
after a 2-month trial for Reagan Hancock's family and a chance for Jessica Brooks to address her daughter's killer.
I wanted to be sure my point got across, and I feel like it did. I wanted to speak for our family and, let her know what we all felt. Just how terrible what she's done to our family.
Taylor Parker beat and slashed 21-year-old Reagan Hancock in October of 2020 and cut her unborn baby, Braxton Sage, from her body.
Look at that. It's a 3D ultrasound of that baby. That is horrible. Hey, Jay. For what? Death penalty? Yeah. I think it's a 1. 2. V says 2. I'm for it, but not always. Alex, I do 1 or 2. I'm the same. I don't like it either, Aunt, but it depends. If it's something like this, you know what I mean? Or like Chris Watts almost, you know what I mean? Like you put your not almost, yes. I'm sorry, but you stuffed your baby, you shoved them through an pigeonhole into oil tanks. I'm sorry, but you don't deserve to breathe, in my opinion. I feel like torture first for her. I think she deserves it, but how long will she be on death row? I'm not sure. I'd like to see the statistics of that. I'd say around 10 years. If, like last time I heard, I bet Teresa would know. Teresa from the channel Criminality, if you guys don't know, she's like a freaking fountain of knowledge and that kind of stuff. Like, she's truly. Also, Decipher Podcast, Incognito Gypsy was in here. Let me see. Those are some awesome channels you guys should check out. And my mods always drop, other channels like that. Lips has an awesome channel. Allegedly with Brittany was in here. She has a good channel. Jin Liu has a good channel. There's so many good channels. The question was, how long do they usually stay on death row before they are put to death? Anyways, that picture is just, but I'm going to keep going. That's really sweet, though.
The baby later died. The verdict came in less than 90 minutes, and what the prosecutor says is a testament to the strength of the case.
They went through the evidence and felt that they had plenty of information to make that decision. So I'm very thankful that they saw the evidence the way that the state did.
Parker's attorney says the system and Parker's family let her down.
Obviously respect the jury's verdict. This was a tough, lengthy case, factually and emotionally, for everybody involved. So obviously we're disappointed with the outcome, but Taylor will have an automatic appeal to the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals and see where it goes from there.
Parker was handcuffed immediately after sentencing and removed from the courtroom as soon as the victim's family finished their impact statements. She was on her way to death row in Gatesville, Texas, within hours.
Wow, on her way to death row in Gatesville, Texas, within hours. I'd like to look up what it's like there. Death row. Women on death row. Videos of death row, Gatesville, Texas. Here we go. I can see some images that you guys can't see yet. I'm sorry, I couldn't get there. Ooh, wait, that's isn't that where Darlie Routier is? Look, Darlie Routier. I don't know how to say her name, you guys, but you know who I'm talking about. Texas is still close to 18 years, in my opinion. Okay, interesting. Oh yes, and my other mod and friend Nadine, she doesn't have a channel, but she has. Oxy has an awesome channel, but Nadine has wax melts that she sells, and we have a code that you can get a discount. It's tie-dye kindness, I think. No, I'm breaking up. Guys, I don't know what to do. Hold on. Okay. What about now? Is that better? Yes, tie-dye kindness for 20% off, and you won't regret it. They are so, so good. I'm pretty much finished, you guys, anyways. I'm just going to hang out with you for a minute. Hopefully you can hear me. Oh, my God. Let's talk about something else crazy that's happened. I would love to talk to you guys about while you're here. Billy Joe, was she on Queen Bee's channel? I didn't see it, But she said, oh, thank you, Jay. She said she gave birth to 2 murderers. Now my internet's going out again. At least you read the chat. Yes, that's better. I wonder if Darlie Rotier is at that exact place. But I can't believe Billy Joe said that. That really has me thinking. It's like that's more. Bathtub is not murder. You know what I mean? Like pool is not murder. Yeah, Tess. She did. Where did I see the clip? Hold on. I bet you I can find it really fast and we'll watch it and then I'll let you guys go. Let me do a search filter today because it's happened. Okay. I got it. It was on Hills in the Air where I saw it actually. I think it was last night. So I saw, this is the video I saw. I have to still go to Queen's channel to check it out, but here it is. I gotta mute.
Night.
I feel like a failure.
Think she needs you.
No,
You're not a failure. You have done so
baby.
much. You've done so much.
Can't help her. I appreciate all of that from a bystander, and I love you for saying those words to her. The things that she needs help with, you can't help her. She's gonna have to find that in herself, and God's gonna put it there, right there.
Find it in herself,
Right.
but I want her to know she has support and love. She has a lot of support and love.
And you gotta keep praying. How does God give me 2 murderers? How?
Thank you, Punksy. How does God give me 2 murderers? How? I've got to think about this. Yeah, she has a second channel. I think she does actually. It's called I actually think it's like Queen Bitch or something. I don't know, it might be wrong, but what does this mean though? And if Leilani's not there, I mean, I don't know. That is bad. She's privated it. Wow. Wonder why. What else? What happened? Is that it? But let me see.
She has support and love. She has a lot of support and love.
And you gotta keep praying. How does God give me 2 murderers? How does God do that to me? I'm not being bad. Okay, you know what? The first one was an accident.
Oh my God. Oh wait, that was probably echoing. God, that just breaks my heart though. That's really sad. Whew. Queen Pin? Oh, okay. Queen Pin. I'm wrong. That was Raw Emotion. Barbara, yeah, it's really sad. I don't know where Jin Lu is. She had to private it. That's going to be used against her. Well, it's out there. You know what I mean? I didn't even see, I guess I can't go back to watch it now, but I just was subscribed to this channel and watched it sometime today, earlier. I don't know. That's really sad. Still going to be used. Yep. Oh my God. I'm going to rewind it one more time.
A lot of support and love.
And you gotta keep praying. But how does God give me 2 murderers? How? How does God do that to me? How? I'm not supposed to be bad. Okay, well, you know what? The first one was an axe of fucking deity. You know it. Billy Joe, don't you dare. Don't you dare. This one? Hey, it's all about the headlines, Beth. You think anybody reads into it?
Yeah, fuck these people and fuck their headlines. That's all there is to that, you know?
God, that's sad, y'all. Tragic, man. What does that mean, though? I hope an arrest is coming. I hope, I don't know. I bet you they're done searching until next week because tomorrow's Veterans Day. Then she said the first one was on accident, meaning the second one wasn't. Yep, that's what, yeah, that's what I was thinking. She doesn't finish either. She's like, this one, she goes to say, this one, hold on.
How does God do? Okay, well, you know what? The first one was an accident. Fucking thing. You know it. Billy Joe. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. This one. It's all about the headlines.
You think any?
Oh man, I didn't mute. It was echoing, I'm sure, and I'm sorry, you guys. She ended it right away. Oh. Well, you know what? Billy Joe knows her daughter is guilty. Always has, in my opinion. I mean, her friend seems to think it was intentional, huh? The first one was an accident. Not Billy Joe, accidents happen, you know what I mean? Or Billy Joe, I'm so sorry your kids have been so accident prone, or you know what I'm saying? Damn. Oh, Positively Parker has an awesome channel, you guys. There's another channel in the true crime community you guys can go check out. Really, really good channel. But damn, I don't know. Awesome, Nay. Thank you. They dropped it, Parker, and you guys go check it out, please. She should be careful. Well, you know, I think she wanted to prove that she was transparent, I guess, and I'm sure that probably comes from having the YouTubers there, like, maybe I don't know. It's just probably not good to talk at all until let the police do their investigation. Let's hope and pray they find that baby. And you know what? I think that maybe, I don't know, like, I just think the focus needs to be on finding him. And I think that maybe even people could be looking other places. And even though I think there is a very good reason the police are there, you know, at the landfill, but I don't know. I'm trying to think of a way that it could be productive. You know what I'm like? They could be productive. Yeah, productive. I don't think she's there, but I don't know. Like, I keep hearing people think that she's in rehab. It could be during remorse. The protesters ask as interrogators of the worst kind. That grandma's head is so messed up. Imagine having people screaming in your head all day. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. Just all day, that's all you hear. That certainly would mess with your mental state. I get in my own head bad enough in the silence. I hear my own thoughts, my own, you know what I mean, you guys? Like, I'll get to worrying about something like, oh my God, like, am I going to have enough like money to put my kids through college and get them the cars they need and get them this and that? And are we going to be okay? And how am I going to do this? And I need to start a savings account and this and that, like another. So I can't imagine like having negative shit screamed at you all day long about yourself. Like, so I don't know. It's all about Quentin. Yeah. It's, oh my God, Parker. I didn't even think about that. Is it going straight through Savannah? Well, the protesters are not there right now. You know, and if people like, that's why I think if they would just take a little break maybe from YouTube, then things could get back to just, you know, the police, their investigation, their search, the baby. You know what I mean? It is frustrating because I don't know. You guys know. He's just gotten lost in the mess. I'm just in these cases, but you never exploit. I really, oh, thank you, Parker. Same for you. I feel the same way for you. Actually, I seen a post you made today about AWP, which I loved, saying that, you know, you do understand why people are covering it and you think it needs to be, but you're going to keep covering more unknown cases, and I love that. Oh my God. Oh. They've already break searching because of the storm. God almighty. Well, I'm going to get off of here and let you guys go, and I'll be back on tomorrow. And yeah, I love you all, and I hope you have a great night. And I don't know, it can be sad and depressing with all this all the time. So make sure to take some time to like watch or consume something else, because you guys, yesterday I cried all day. I started crying about Summer. I ended crying about like all this stuff with Jared and all that. And like this today, I cried over, like when I was like thinking and reading and watching about her mom finding her and stuff. So it just gets really heavy. So make sure you take that, because I know I got to take a second and like think about, you know, just do something else. I love you all, and I hope you have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for being here, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye, and thank you, mods. Bye.